So just going to go through running, not that I think it's difficult to count it, but it's just making sure you've got the counting 6, 8, and you're finding your way around all these black notes. Okay, so we'll go a little bit faster than we did in the lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump to G. 6, jump to C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump to G again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, whichever works for you. I think the last bar is actually the hardest one because you've got to jump and change fingers on that G with both hands. Thumb in the right hand changes to 2, 5th finger in the left hand changes to thumb, and you've only got a quaver to do it on. So that last bar would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, but make the quaver quite short, like that. You've got to go straight on to the next count and the next chord. All right. If you find that a little bit too fast to begin with, just go a little bit slower. But it's a repetitive pattern, so your hand, I think, will soon learn it. Then the study, you found your way around that with no problem. I think the test now is to try and set a speed, and I'm looking for my metronome. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's get the music in view. Right, so we've got 1, 2, not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 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 1. I'm going to keep playing. I think this speed would be a good one to work towards. Okay, so I'm not sure what speed that is. Let me just try to see if I can find it. Not that fast. That's about 76. Is that 70? Yeah, 76. So you could start with 60. Well, you could start with 60 and then do it incrementally up to 76. All right, so I'll just make a note of that. So 60 might seem really slow, and that's a quaver beat equals 60. Up to a quaver equals 76. But and don't play with the metronome going, whatever you do, because that makes things very difficult. And we don't play metronomically. It's not natural to do that. Music's not meant to be quite that mathematical. So just give it as a guide. The main thing is to try and keep going and not to stop. One thing I think from memory in the lesson, there are a couple of bars. There's bar numbers at the beginning, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, bar 18 and bar 22, where there are 3 quavers to play. Everywhere else there's semiquavers in the bar, but here you've suddenly got 3 quavers, so watch out that you don't play those too fast. So if I go from bar 15. I'm just going to start with those left hand semiquavers. So that starts on my second beat. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. I did it with the opposite hand, but it was just to get the timing right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the left hand, sorry, the doorbell's just gone, put me off. So bar 22, you've got the same thing. So if I just go from just the bar before there, where it says Poco above it. So G in the left hand, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So just stop on those quavers and give them their right sort of distance apart. The other thing to watch, perhaps when you've watched this video again, is how I'm moving my hands. And this is hard. It's a technique to you have to really try with it. It doesn't come naturally, in that I'm moving my hands always, all the time, and moving them ahead of time. So I'm not sort of stopping and moving my hand. I'm getting the hand in place always ahead of time. So just watch that and see how I do that, and think about that when you're playing as well.